Seguimos en The Witcher, aquí donde lo dejamos. Bueno, le atacaron a Priscila y bueno, estuvimos hablando con el que era el médico que la ha tratado. Y bueno, dice que ya ha habido otros casos de ataques similares. Pues se ve que le han hecho beber como sosa cáustica o alguna historia así rara. Y aparte, bueno, lo han agredido fuertemente y está bastante pachucha. Y el Jaskier, que bueno, lo tenemos aquí, que está de los nervios también. Así que vamos a reunirnos con el médico, que es el Von Gratz este, para ver otro cadáver que le ha pasado lo mismo, para ver cómo, pues qué es lo que, bueno, para intentar averiguar quién ha atacado a Priscila. Que venga, vamos para allá.
Oh. Well then, ready for a stroll through the sewers?
Mm-hmm. Ready and intrigued.
¿Verdad? No me acuerdo ahora quién fue el que atacó a Priscila. No, hace mucho tiempo que no jugaba y no.
So, preventive medicine you practice in the sewers. What's that about?
Think. Sewing up drowner victims can grow awfully tedious. Is it not better to nip the problem in the bud? I tried to get the temple guard to enter the sewers, alas, to no avail. So I took matters into my own hands.
At no charge? You damned idealists, ruining the market for us.
Hear that?
Been hearing it for a while. Draw your weapon.
Yes, it's not far now.
Priscilla, how's it look? Give it to me straight, no sugarcoating.
Her wounds will heal, but it's her voice that concerns me. Surely you understand what a terrible blow that would be to a Trobritz. Enough to strip her of the will to live.
Any remedy for that?
I fear only your friend Dandelion can be of help on that count.
Qué putada, tío. La caloneta, tú.
Take the ladder. This is the place. Come, the quicker we take care of this, the better.
Why? Got somewhere to be?
Someone might disturb us. The coroner, for example. Or Reverend Nathaniel Custodian. Very well. We seek the corpse of a dwarven woodcarver.
Creo que ya empiezo a recordar, ¿eh? No sé si estoy liado con otra misión del DLC. O realmente es esto.
Looks like necrophages got to this one. Human. Wrong body type. Let's keep looking. This isn't it. This isn't it. Let's keep looking.
Este tampoco será, ¿no? Buscando un carpintero.
Calluses on the fingers, sawdust in the beard, clothes sticky with sap. Must be our dwarf.
Excellent. I trust you don't grow weak in the knees at the sight of blood?
Not a bit.
Exactly.
Start the autopsy.
Where?
Let's look at his head. Hair smells like it's burnt, like he was in a fire.
Notice anything else? That his eyes have been scooped out, for instance?
Those burn marks I see in his eye sockets.
Yes. And some grey dust. Ash, it seems. Very fine.
Murderer gouged out his eyes, then put burning coals in the sockets.
So it seems. Looking at the wounds, it appears our woodcarver was still alive when it happened.
Wow.
Let's examine the mouth. Burns, blisters.
Just like Priscilla's.
See this? Incision made into the voice box.
Indeed. so thin as to be nearly unnoticeable.
A small, extremely sharp instrument. Scalpel?
But why? The wound is too small to bleed, and there are signs of swelling. The murderer... I believe he performed a tracheotomy, so the victim wouldn't die too soon.
Let's examine his torso.
What have we here? Deep wound on the left side of his rib cage, and a scar the length of his stomach.
Let's examine the chest wound. Yeah, heart carved out, wound cauterized.
Wait a minute, there's something else.
An egg from an amphibian. A salamander? Scorched but intact.
I attended some lectures in herpetology as a student. Afraid I don't recall any amphibians that would lay eggs in corpses. So either Professor Cochrane was deeply mistaken, or this is our murderer's doing.
Look at the scar. Wounds long and thin, an incision. But the edges are ragged.
Means nothing. Look, no swelling, no bruises. An old injury, perhaps an accident in the workplace.
Open the abdominal cavity.
Due warning, it will stink of rot.
Once fought a Zoogle up to my waist in sewage, so I doubt... Wait. Smells not rot.
Formaldehyde. A medical novelty. Heavily diluted, it's remarkable at preserving organic tissue. In stronger proportions, it's more destructive than acid.
Explains why there's no smell of decay, and why his throat's scalded. Look at his hands. These welts. Rope burns, right? He was tied up.
I'd expect so. No one could sit through such torture unless bound.
Speaking from experience?
Yes, that of a victim. Spent a year in the dungeons of Tretogor. Long story.
Some other time, maybe. See the callus? Our dwarf wore a ring, but someone took it off him. See anything interesting on his legs?
His right foot. The ankle swollen, toenails broken. He clearly kicked something very hard. Right before he kicked the bucket.
Doesn't strike me as the right time for jokes.
Apologies. We surgeons, we've a different sensibility.
Mm-hmm. And a different sense of humor. His genitals. We ought to inspect those.
I sincerely doubt they bear any relation to the matter.
We'll see. Pull down his trousers and... shit.
Syphilis, actually. Early stages. No sign of diffusion.
Think there could be a connection?
Only as the killer's potential motivation.
All right. Think I know enough.
Enlighten me, please, because I've still no notion what this is about. What the motive might have been.
Sure of one thing. This was punishment.
Even the witch hunters don't engage in this kind of torture. What sin could possibly merit it?
Only the murderer knows that. And it's the key to finding him. Or her. It's a lead worth following. Any idea what his name was?
Fabian Meyer. And I'm Hubert Reich, the coroner. I've come to perform the autopsy, but I see you've done it for me, Joachim. As always, you interfere where you're neither needed nor wanted. Drag others into trouble in the process. Who is this?
A student. Lifelong learner. Got a couple questions for you.
Very well, speak. But be quick. Reverend Nathaniel has come by for an inspection. He'll be here shortly.
You old friends?
Hubert taught me the rudiments of medicine long ago.
And not very well. You've still not mastered certain basic principles. For example, that a doctor's role is to treat the ill, not save the world.
You've not changed a bit.
A compliment?
No, a statement of fact. 30 years, and you've not changed a bit.
Ya me acuerdo ya ahora.
Woodcarver's body. Where was it found? It's important.
Plan to investigate? Exciting. He died in his workshop south of the market square, just beside the gate to Far Corners. That poor Trebirates was attacked there. City's abuzz about it. But the woodcarver, Eustace the corpse collector, brought us the body. You should speak to him. Saw him just around the corner near... Oh, greetings, Your Reverence.
Who are these people? I believe I made it clear no one's to be allowed in under any circumstances.
You did, but they're friends of the deceased. Here to collect the body.
Out of the question. Show them out at once.
As Your Reverence wishes. Gentlemen, follow me. You shall leave via another route.
Why'd you cover for us?
I was covering my own arse. If Reverend Nathaniel had learned someone had entered the morgue, then cut open a corpse without his permission, I'd be in deep trouble. But you didn't give that a thought, did you, Joachim? As ever. Well, while I don't approve of your willfulness, I also wish to see this murderer hang. So, should I learn anything new related to this case, I will let you know.
Thank you.
Nathaniel. Who is he?
A scoundrel, a rogue, like every man who wears the robes of the eternal fire.
Most are scoundrels before they ever put on the robes.
True in his case as well. Before he donned the frock, Nathaniel was a torturer, delighted especially in torturing women. Later, Hierarch Hemmelfart appointed him to oversee the morgue. He deals with the temple guard, supervises cremations, conducts funeral masses in the temple on the Isle, and so forth.
Dream job.
Huh.
Might have told me you know the coroner. We could have skipped the trip through the sewers.
I know him, thus I avoid him. I've said enough on the subject.
I decide when we're done with this subject. What's your connection to him?
An old story, but if you insist. The student protests in 1242, you've heard of them? I led them. Hubert, however, denounced me to the authorities. I landed in prison. There you have it. What will you do now?
Plenty of leads. Woodcarver's workshop, the corpse collector who found him, alley where Priscilla was attacked. Got work to do.
As do I. At the hospital. I must return there. But I shall keep my fingers crossed.
And I'll keep my eye on you.
Claro, aquí ha habido un comentario del doctor que ya nos dice bastante, porque dice, han pasado 30 años, al forense le ha dicho, han pasado 30 años desde que nos conocemos y no has cambiado nada. Claro, 30 años son 30 años. Este es... Esta misión tiene dos finales distintos. Voy a intentar hacer uno No me acuerdo bien exactamente los pasos que tenías que seguir. Pero bueno, vamos a intentarlo.
Oh, Lydica.
Monsters must have run them down.
You Eustace, the corpse collector?
Aye? How'd you know?
Fourth sense, I think it is. You bring Fabian Meyer's body to the morgue?
Fabian. Oh, yeah, I remember. No ice, no art, one of them, right? No purse neither, as I recall.
One of them? So there have been other bodies like that?
Sure have. Beggars, street urchins, and street walkers. One went so portly, I had to cut her into pieces to fit her in me wheelbarrow. Slippery sow, they called her, on account of her.
Some things are best left unsaid. What happened to the pieces?
What do you mean? Reverend Nathaniel ordered them burned. Every last one. Oh, shame that was.
Shame? Why? Actually, never mind. Another thing that's best left unsaid. You searched Fabian's body?
Well, I cast an eye in his pockets. Made sure nothing went to waste.
I call a spade a spade. You rob corpses.
And I call a prick a prick. It's none of your fucking concern. What, you tax collector? Piss off, mutant.
Talk. What did you find on him?
As you wish.
As you wish, my master.
Gloss-beaded ring, handful of coins, and a letter. Look, vellum, quality parchment that. I'll wipe off the writing and sell it as new.
That's human skin. Priscilla. Next victim's name. If you'd given this to the right person, she might not have been hurt.
What the fuck do I care what happens to some Priscilli? We short of wenches in this town.
Oh.
Oi, fucking hell! What was that for?
For everything.
Cabrón, encuentra una carta con un nombre y se lo quedas, ¿eh? Hijo de puta. Va. Vamos a ver dónde atacaron a Priscila. Bueno, ya que estamos aquí.
And it's raining again. As they say,
Damn it. Aquí es donde atacaron al carpintero.
Anyone home?
La carpintería.
Begun, or I'll set me hounds on you. Molly, Striga, come!
Relax. I'm here about Fabian Meyer, looking for his killer.
That's altogether different. Sit, you stupid mutts, lie down. Come on then. Slowly now, lest they bite you.
Charming as beasts go.
You daft? Even I'm scared of them. A better barking dog than an evil man at your door.
Got someone particular in mind?
Sure as shite. Bugger who did Fabian in. Soon as they'd hauled his corpse off, I run to a mate who raises fighting dogs. Bought these two mutts. Cost me a chunk of change. But I sleep sound at least.
So who might you be?
The Stiff's brother. Gus is the name. We ran a workshop together. Meyer and Meyer.
What'll it be now? Just mire?
Name it. I'll be closing it down now. As soon as I find a buyer for this shack, I'll head on to Mahakam. Be near my family, or what's left of it. So, what do you want to know? What can I tell you about Fabian?
Your brother have any enemies? Anyone dislike him? Threaten him, maybe?
'Twas Fabian who threatened this one last. Oh, you were a good dwarf, a craftsman like no other. But you were an incorrigible whoremonger as well. Whenever we put a bit of coin aside, I'd say, let's buy some tools, quality timber. No, he grabbed the purse and head out whoring. Took to following one in particular. He'd say, "'Tis all your fault, dirty bitch, human dish rag," and other obscenities. Don't rightly know what that was about. Maybe he was in love with her.
Know where I can find her? This dish rag?
City cemetery. She died a few days back, quietly in her sleep. Her pont said a fever took her.
Tell me what you know about the murder, in order, in detail.
'Twas like this. Had some work in Oxenford, and I was coming home. Saw a plume of smoke rising over the city. Thought to myself, blast it, gonna miss him burn another hag. But the smoke wasn't coming from Hierarch Square. It was coming from here. See the soot stains? That's where they burned our sculptures. Folk gathered round the blaze and found Fabian here beside it. They'd already loaded him on the cart by the time I arrived.
Talk to your neighbors. They see anything suspicious beforehand? Hear anything?
Claim not to. But even if they had, they'd not have helped. In Novigrad, folk give bleating orphans in the street a wide berth so as not to stain their poor lanes. They care about some dwarf.
Fine. We've talked enough. Need to look around.
Be my guest. Just beware of the dogs.
Statues of the old gods. Nothing but women. Shapely ones. Someone dragged something across the floor. Or dragged it from one wall to the other, repeatedly.
Bloodstains. That's where Fabian lay when they found him.
Ah, no, se lo manda un ciudadano preocupado. Recordad, buenas gentes, que el fuego puede ser a la vez una bendición y una maldición. El fuego puede calentar con su llama, el fuego puede cocinar nuestros alimentos, el fuego puede adaptar los horrores de la oscuridad, pero el fuego también puede quemar, consumir e incinerar. Es por ello que debemos vivir en armonía con el fuego eterno y sus dictados. Quien no preste atención a sus enseñanzas, quien viva de espaldas a ellas, quien se burle de él, perderá la vida en sus llamas. En serio mis consejos, buenas gentes, o recogeréis los frutos de vuestros actos. Un ciudadano preocupado. Parece obra de un loco, de un fanático loco.
Mind if I go inside the workshop?
I've not even peeked inside since they found Fabian. But I'll open it for you if you want.
Should be fine.
Furniture got knocked over. This looks like it was kicked.
Vale, tenía heridas.
Furniture got knocked over. This looks like it was kicked.
Tenía heridas en el pie, como si hubiera pateado algo. O sea, puede ser así, esto.
Eyes. Humanoid. Completely rotten.
Los ojos que extirparon.
More blood stains. A but not near enough to say he bled to death. Unless... formaldehyde. Doubt Fabian used it. Nothing here.
Si le podemos encolomar algo a este.
The best stock in all Novigrad. No need
Ya...
to... Very good. Manners before trade, always.
Let me...
No, ya vas, hostia, tío. Son todos pobres, tío. Voy a comprar todo esto a este. Voy a encolomar todas las espadas. No. Bueno, esto lo guardaremos, que eran del enano ese que... del coleccionista de objetos nilfgaardianos y...
Bye.
Atacaron a Priscilla.
Oi, Witcher! Coroner wants to see you. Been another victim. Told me to say the main door will be open for you. You're to come as soon as you can.
Awful pale.
Hey, handsome.
You scared?
know that smell. Formaldehyde.
Sis.
A brazier.
How am I
This
to know?
time of year?
Watch him, see what he does.
Cojones, pásate. Ah, porque he robado, tío. Joder, ¿en serio?
That's it, you're in for it.
Die.
Think you'll gut me too, huh? Up your ass, deviant! Hoes can fight back!
Calm down, I'm not gonna hurt you. What are you doing here?
Getting vengeance. Well, why are you staring? Have you not heard killers always return to the scene of their crime? Me and my brothers are waiting here to give him a warm welcome. For Priscilla. Almost did her in, the whole son.
I know. Here to look for clues and find anyone who might know something.
Fear I can't help you much. But I can tell you what I know.
You and Priscilla friends?
Friends? Nah. But she saw more than a stupid whore in me. Treated me with respect. It mattered. I was looking to give up whoring. Pick up a decent trade. But none would take me. Not as a washerwoman, nor a servant, nor a cook. Felt like a leper, I did. But Priscilla, she was different. Agreed to put me in her play, you see? Lots of the other actors, they were afraid on account of her jesting about the eternal fire. Whistling Wendy on stage, can you imagine it? Well, dream's gone now. I'm back to working street corners.
Sorry to hear that.
You could do worse as work goes. Or so I tell myself.
Priscilla wasn't the sole victim. You aware of that?
Oh, dearie. Of course I was. This didn't start yesterday. Others have died like this before. Beggars, street girls, orphans. But who'd have a drama concern about them? Human rubbish. It's what the guards call us.
Recall any names?
They didn't have proper ones. Baldy, curly, buns. That's what folk called them. No friends, no families. Their bodies were burned long ago.
Take care now. I gotta look around some more. Appreciate it if you didn't disturb me.
Naturally. We'll stand aside, behave. But do tell us if you find anything else here.
Estos estaban esperando al asesino. Joder.
A brazier. This time of year?
Vale, eso. Para hacer las brasas.
Man's footprint. The murderer's, maybe. Weight on his heel. Took a step back. Human. Priscilla's. Murderer fled before the guards arrived. Ran this way.
Vale, otra nota del asesino.
Trail ends here. Strange. Even I couldn't jump this wall.
So, what is it?
Think I know what happened here. Priscilla fought back, her assailant retreated, and knocked over the brazier. Someone must have heard it. Maybe saw something, started hollering. Guards showed up. Murderer didn't finish the job, didn't cover his tracks. Just collected himself and leapt over the wall. Trail ends there.
You divined all this from a pile of rubbish and a few prints in the mud.
Do that practically every day in my profession. And practice makes perfect.
True enough. Just like I can tell right off if a punt'll pay or try to wriggle out of it.
That particular skill I could use myself. Take care now. And I got a murderer to catch.
Awful tale. I'm scared.
Vamos a ver a forense.
What do you see? Hey, giver.
Oh! Fucking a-holes.
Welcome, Master Witcher.
Master Witcher.
Geralt, right? I'm glad you're here. Held off on the autopsy till you arrived.
Nice of you, especially given you didn't seem pleased about my previous visit.
Because you came unannounced and in unfortunate company. I also had Reverend Nathaniel to contend with. Our spiritual caretaker has left the city on some important matter, and I know who you are, what drives you. I'm more than happy to aid your investigation.
Not fond of Nathaniel?
Very few people are. He's cruel and capricious. He stormed in here once, grabbed a scalpel I was sterilizing over a burner, sliced my back with it to the bone, because I had forgotten to lock the storeroom. Hard to be fond of someone like that, wouldn't you agree?
Von Grad's told me all about you.
Ah. Doubtless you've heard how I had the noble leader of the student protesters thrown in prison. But did you hear the protests were far from peaceful? Or did he neglect to mention it? People were dying, Witcher. Those who rejected liberty, equality, and fraternity would be found in the gutter come morning. Their throats slit from ear to ear with surgical precision. Joachim had been my favorite student, but alas, I had to do something. So I reported him. Then I left the university and found work in the morgue, where none care about my past. Whereas Joachim, oh, fate's ironies. Years later, he was appointed head of the very ward I had founded.
Es lo que estaba pensando ahora, digo, pareces un poco joven, ¿no?
How old's Von Grad's? 50? 60?
53, I believe. Why do you ask?
You look a little young to have been his teacher.
Not surprising. For years, I've lived in the cold and dark, breathing the vapors of embalming fluids. In short, working with corpses extends one's life. Amusing, is it not?
Who's the victim this time?
Joris Aquinas, a lecturer in theology at Oxenfurt Academy. Found this morning at his home on a catafalque made of his books.
Any titles in particular?
It seems all the tomes dealt with the eternal fire. Treatises critical of the faith's doctrines.
Yeah, mortal sin in Novigrad. Let's start.
Gladly. The wounds conform to the killer's modus operandi. The victim was bound and forced to drink formaldehyde. Next, the killer removed the eyes, placed burning coals in the sockets, then opened the rib cage and... What's this? A parchment. Made of human skin.
A message from the murderer. The name of his next victim. Patricia Vegelbud.
Do you know her?
Yes. Even went to her estate once with...
Twice.
Gotta find her, now.
No, twice. 3 veces. Ya hemos ido.
Till next time, Master.
Of all places, why did that man just blow himself up tonight?
Pauper with a library.
Este no va a tener un duro, ¿no? Pero bueno,
Deliver us from all evil.
podemos encolomar algo.
Ah, I see the honourable gentleman is not one to let a bargain pass. So, what the...
Tío, no entiendo, llevo un montón de peso encima y no sé de qué. En vez de guardar 10 de cada kit de reparación, voy a guardar 5. Y es algo menos de peso que llevaré bastante.
Thanks.
Come again?
Watch it, Tram. Novigrad's not your stomping ground.
Ooh.
The time of the cleansing
Enough to
has
feed
come.
the titans.
The fire shall sear them.
What do you want?
Need to talk to Patricia Vegelbud.
You think any bum off the street can...
Her life's in danger. Let me in or have her blood on your hands.
If you thought this up, and I'll let you in, I'll throw my ass out the door.
Always thought a guard was supposed to protect his charge, not his ass.
So be it. I'll take you to Lady Vegelbud. Just no trickery. Understand?
Yep, understood.
Oh, Geralt, what a pleasant surprise.
Not pleasant at all. I gotta see your mother. Her life's in danger.
In danger? Come now, I saw Mother this morning. She seemed sad, true, but in perfect health.
no time to explain. Trust me, please.
I find this all very hard to believe, but you appear to be quite serious. Please, follow me.
A fire fit for Bellatane, except it's the wrong time of year.
I mentioned Mother seemed sad. Do you remember? In fact, she's in the midst of a crisis of faith. A rather serious one. We'd been to Novigrad. Mother had seen the pyres in Hierarch Square, uttered not a word on our way home. She had all the holy books, insignias, reliquaries gathered, taken outside and burnt. Then she locked herself in her room.
We need to hurry.
Naught but thieves, whores, and murder.
Hear that? Calm and quiet. All seems to be in order.
We should go in, just to be sure.
You're relentless, aren't you? Fine. But wait here, please. Mother's certainly not in the mood for guests.
Oh! He ran out the other door! Catch him! Sadists ought to change their name now to non-human.
¿Qué dices? Perro.
Damn.
A ver, ¿por qué cojones me marca aquí?
Spread out! Murderer's still here!
Es que he sido yo, los muy tarugos, tío.
What? Lost your nerve?
Oh. Joder, tío.
Halt! For I put a bolt between your eyes!
Listen, you got the wrong guy.
Save your trickery, taking you to the heiress.
Well, killer's already escaped. Lead the way, hero.
We got him, Lady Ingrid. Wasn't easy, but...
Lower that crossbow before you hurt yourself. This man is innocent.
Forgive me. I saw him running. Thought it was the killer fleeing.
I was chasing him, and I'd have caught him if you hadn't gotten in my way.
Out of my sight, at once! Mother, why did he do this to her?
La voy a cargar y... sin que me detengan. No sé que no puedo ahora.
Murderer might have grown bored of prostitutes and beggars. Might have wanted to see how the upper classes die. Ingrid, I know this is a hard time for you, but usually the killer leaves a note on the body. A note indicating his next victim. May I?
Very well. But you should be on your own. I do not wish to see her in this state. I do not wish to remember her like that. And let her be the last victim. Please.
Bruises, broken fingernails. She defended herself. Must be why it took him longer, and why he almost got caught. Here it is. Sweet Nettie, crippled Kate's. Growing bolder. Not just the name, but the place too. Won't get away this time.
Espera, a ver. Vamos a cargar aquí, que creo que es justo cuando estamos persiguiendo al asesino.
Wounded and tired, Ciri collapsed in the swamp. Some peasants found her and took her to the Baron, Velen's self-appointed ruler. The warlord took the young woman in, had her nursed back to health, then sent her on her way to Novigrad.
¿Por qué coño guarda la espada, tío?
Spread out! Murderer's still here! There he is! Get him! I'll break your bones! Eat dirt!
No. Ah, no, vale, o sea, te cogen sí o sí, ¿no?
Halt! For I put a bolt between your eyes!
Listen, you got the wrong guy.
O sea que lo podíamos
Save your
coger.
trickery, taking you to the heiress.
Well, killer's already escaped. Lead the way, hero.
Vale, vale. Pensaba que si no te mataban
We got
no
him,
lo
Lady
podías
Ingrid.
coger.
Wasn't easy, but
Lower that crossbow before you hurt yourself. This man is innocent.
forgive me. I saw him running. Thought it was the killer fleeing.
I was chasing him, and I'd have caught him if you hadn't gotten in my way.
Out of my sight, at once! Mother! Why did he do this to her? Why?
Murderer might have grown bored of prostitutes and beggars. Might have wanted to see how the upper classes die. Ingrid, I know this is a hard time for you, but usually the killer leaves a note on the body. A note indicating his next victim. May I?
Very well. But you should be on your own. I do not wish to see her in this state. I do not wish to remember her like that. And let her be the last victim. Please.
Bruises, broken fingernails. She defended herself. Must be why it took him longer, and why he almost got caught. Here it is. Sweet Nettie, crippled Kate's. Growing bolder, not just the name but the place too. Won't get away this time. Same wounds as the previous victims. Examination would be a waste of time. Gotta get to crippled Kate's, fast.
It's uneven here. Bushes half a finger tall on the left and on the right.
Ah. Era una misión aquí. Bueno, luego venimos a ver qué pasa.
Careful, you scamp. This is no
Mercy! No more!
Hey there, handsome.
Sweet Nettie, where is she?
Upstairs. But she's with a very important client. Do not disturb them.
Appreciate that.
You mean me to grab another lass to join us?
Always fine to be us two and you. Great, guess
What about you?
doing magic.
So is
We
this
can go at it here,
times
or at my place. You two.
Superior.
No one will hear you, bitch. Not a soul.
You, though? Whole town will hear you in a minute.
Yet again you disturb me, and I so dislike being disturbed. I was to play with sweet Nettie, render her not so sweet, but I shall see to you first.
First, gotta tell me why you do it.
For pleasure. Satisfaction.
Achievable with whores in a lot of ways, many traditional. Doesn't take killing them, trust me.
Who said anything about killing? I could stop at a few burns. 3rd degree, but still. This rosy skin will roast quite well.
Spare me your lies. I've seen your victims. I know how they end. You don't stop. Not unless someone gets in your way. Like I'm doing now.
What the fuck are you on about?
Murder. You killed Fabian Meyer, Patricia Vegelbud, and many others.
Bollocks. You're mistaken, vagrant.
Found a message on Patricia's body. Led me here to crippled Kate's. To sweet Nettie. If you didn't leave it, who did?
I don't know. But I see we must talk. Calmly.
Who knew you'd be here?
Strangely enough, I don't announce these outings far and wide. There's but one man who... That's impossible. He treats even corpses with kid gloves.
The coroner. Said you were busy, that you wouldn't visit the morgue. Gotta go after him.
Go. But to Warehouse 12 at the docks. He's there this time of day, procuring supplies. Formaldehyde. I shall stay here. I've unfinished business with sweet Nettie. After all, I paid in advance.
Then you'll pay again. For her, for all the other women you've tortured.
Así acabamos con los dos.
What? Lost your nerve? Shit.
¡Hostia! Me cago en la puta. Qué mal. Tío. Va, así acabamos con los dos. Con el capullo este y con el otro. Que este encima es de los del fuego eterno. Así viene bien, hombre.
Sweet Nettie, where is she?
Upstairs. But she's with a very important client. Do not disturb them.
Vale, pues, hay dos maneras. Una es asumiendo directamente que este es el asesino.
Like a raw wound. Wanna dip your dingle?
La otra es ver que simplemente es un torturador y que es el forense el que la está liando, parda.
No one will hear you, bitch. Not a soul.
You, though? Whole town will hear you in a minute.
Yet again you disturb me, and I so dislike being disturbed. I was to play with sweet Nettie, render her not so sweet, but I shall see to you first.
First, gotta tell me why you do it.
For pleasure. Satisfaction.
Achievable with whores in a lot of ways, many traditional. Doesn't take killing them, trust me.
Who said anything about killing? I could stop at a few burns. 3rd degree, but still. This rosy skin will roast quite well.
Spare me your lies. I've seen your victims. I know how they end. You don't stop. Not unless someone gets in your way. Like I'm doing now.
What the fuck are you on about?
Murder. You killed Fabian Meyer, Patricia Vegelbud, and many others.
Bollocks. You're mistaken, vagrant.
Found a message on Patricia's body. Led me here to crippled Kate's. To sweet Nettie. If you didn't leave it, who did?
I don't know. But I see we must talk. Calmly.
Who knew you'd be here?
Strangely enough, I don't announce these outings far and wide. There's but one man who... That's impossible. He treats even corpses with kid gloves.
The coroner. Said you were busy, that you wouldn't visit the morgue. Gotta go after him.
Go. But to warehouse 12 at the docks. He's there this time of day procuring supplies. Formaldehyde. I shall stay here. I've unfinished business with sweet Nettie. After all, I paid in advance.
Then you'll pay again. For her, for all the other women you've tortured. You're free now.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. If not for you. He asked if I did everything, and I said, for the right price, of course. And then he smiled. Oh, God, it gave me the shivers. And then he hit me so hard I passed out. I was bound when I came to. And he was hitting the poker in the fire.
Calm down. He won't hurt you anymore. He won't hurt anyone.
Wanna dip your dingle?
How about a fresh of blood?
You mean me to grab another lass to join us?
People, help me! Hey, open up! Plan a fuck off. I will kill you. Now let...
Ah. Suelta una llave y no se puede abrir. una carta ni nada este. Llave. Marca la misión aún.
Alive! Doing it! Oh. Sick of it all.
Pues el tag es el mismo. Vaya paranoia, tío. Bueno, yo qué sé, sería una misión de estas sin importancia.
Run out of formaldehyde.
I underestimated you. You almost caught me in flagrante delicto. Now you've seen through my bluff with Nathaniel. Although, you've not divined all, I see. Had you, you would have drawn your silver sword.
What are you?
A vampire. Higher, of course.
Got a reason for killing? A reason to torture?
I thought you'd figure that out as well. The symbolism's rather obvious. Coals for those who are blind to the fire. The egg of a salamander born of fire to replace their cold, doubting hearts. Fire down the throat that...
Yeah, symbolism's clear. What's not is why a vampire would kill in the name of the eternal fire.
Should be equally obvious. I concur with the Church's diagnosis. Novigrad is a fallen city. Its population amnesiacs to the very concepts of decency and morality. So I decided to remind them, in a manner they'd be certain to notice.
Tortured logic.
Yet logic, nonetheless. I'm glad you perceived that, at least. Fight fire with fire, as they say. Give a thought to my victims. A lecherous woodcarver who'd spend his last copper on whores. An old countess who defiled symbols of the faith. A Trebirates for whom nothing was sacred, nothing above ridicule. They did not deserve to live. But their deaths could be a lesson to others. Awaken them, scare them onto the correct path, the path to the fire, to cleansing, to salvation. For you, I'm afraid it's too late. You are a man of little faith. I sense this.
But I'm pretty good with a sword.
Pretty good. Might not.
Espada de plata y más 5% de experiencia por mi mano. Hostia, todavía tengo 32 cargas para los Iron Knight. Madre. Esta espada vaya, bueno, nos vayamos subiendo de nivel va a ir mejorando, o sea. Hostia, creo que no era aquí.
Mark my words, I'll kick him out. It's another night.
I kneel before you, O eternal Father. Endless.
Oh!
Those are priceless manuscripts.
Priceless. Worthless, you mean. Vile, filthy engine.
How's?
Better, right?
Yes.
Did you take care of what I asked?
Yep.
Yeah. The Witcher's way.
Thank you, Geralt. For me and Priscilla.
Did my part. Your turn now. Take care of her. Good care.
I will. You'll see. Treat her better than the Dryads of Broccolon could.
She's talking again. Nice surprise.
Isn't it? Professor Von Gratz told me her wounds are healing faster than a troll's. Not the most flattering comparison, but encouraging. Maybe she might even sing again someday. For now, we'll try performing as a duo. She'll play the lute, I'll sing. Dandelion and Calinetta. Got a nice ring to it, doesn't it?
Sounds great. Good luck, Dandelion. On stage and off.
Sorry, Geralt. My throat's still quiet.
Say no more. Get well soon.
Yes, Geralt?
Hostia, Shani.
Know another surgeon from Oxenford Academy. Her name's Shani. Know her? Red hair, cropped short, freckles.
And a hopeless idealist. Naturally, I know her. She was my assistant for a year.
Any idea where she is now?
My gut tells me she's somewhere along the front, patching up pikemen. I told her it would be futile. In the time she saved 100 lives, another 1,000 would be lost. But medics with a mission, you can't argue with them.
Why is the university in Oxenford closed?
Because it suits Radovid. You've not heard the story? The rector wished to grant him an honorary doctorate. The faculty disagreed. Nonetheless, Radovid arrived for the ceremony, donned a gown, collected his diploma, and when it was over, imprisoned the deans and the entire academic senate so they wouldn't raise a stink. I've been at Vilmerius Hospital ever since. But perhaps it's for the best. I'm far more adept, scalpel in hand, than I ever was behind a lectern.
Hubert told me about your past. Even more vivid than I'd assumed.
I've not time for riddles, Geralt. Be straight or be gone.
Any truth to his claim that people died during the riots at the university? Died for your cause?
I was young and stupid. I thought a better future was worth any price. Even a human life or two. But those are past sins. Sins I've atoned for.
Found and killed the murderer. It was Hubert. You were right not to trust him. He was a higher vampire.
I thought nothing could surprise me in Novigrad. Seems I was wrong. Deeply wrong. Thank you, Geralt. Were it not for you, this would never have ceased.
Farewell.
Geralt? Geralt?
Sorry, Geralt. My throat's still quiet.
Say no more. Get well soon.
Bueno, pues nada. Vale, pues ya solo nos quedaría esta de sacabuche. Y una exclamación que hemos visto por ahí. Puede que haya alguna otra por ahí escondida y tal, pero por el momento... Vamos a ver esta. A ver qué es. What the fuck?
Ah! What?
Contributes coin to the cause. His sin shall be forgiven. Only unwavering faith in the power.
Esto es pasiflora, pero por aquí había un comerciante también. Creo que se podía jugar a Gwen también. O en la plaza del fuego eterno ahora. Bueno, luego más tarde lo vemos. Ah, ya, esta ya sé qué es. Será la del DLC. Pero es que no tengo nivel todavía. Bueno, vamos a acercar, pero sin llegar a acercarnos demasiado. No es la del DLC.
Another one. Run along home with the rest.
Sir, show some mercy. We've not got nowhere to go. For us, it's Novigrad or death.
Had enough of you lots. Sod off, or I'll have you skewered.
They seem desperate. Let them through. Can't see any harm in it.
Fucking hell. How many times have I got to repeat this? I've orders to turn back anyone who don't show a pass.
Que si uso esto, seguramente se enterará algún otro soldado y ya tendremos... Bueno, va.
Let these people pass.
Yes, sir.
Ah, no. O sea, Dios, se enterará otro soldado y... ya...
Thank you. We got nowhere to go back to. Novigrad. That's a chance of a new life.
Stay off the roads. Liable to run into another patrol.
Shan't be taken like that again. We'll be as careful as hares in a field bared by winter. But you was cast in a different mould than us. More like the hero that lies in the tomb neath Crookback Hills. Tomb's in a cave in a hillside. Down Warren's at the foot of the hill. Folks say treasure inside's a sight to behold. Huge hoard. Might find something that suits you. Good luck.
Madriguera baja. Bah, yo qué sé. A ver, sacabuche.
Come on.
The thinking Orthodox will see right away. I've got the best deal.
How'd you discover this city?
Casi siempre que venimos está de parranda el cabrón este.
Top-notch swords.
Show me what.
Ah, ya sé por qué tengo tanto peso, tío. Ah, voy aquí con 3 sillas de montar. Decía yo. Este no puede hacer las grandes, ¿no? Vaya, me he quitado como 20 y pico kilos.
So long.
Vale.
Stinks of burnt flesh. Can it not burn? Damn it! Can't hear a blasted thing! Oi, cocker!
Hell, Cleaver.
Thanks for the invite.
Congratulations. Quite the win at the Vagel, buds. Luke's one hell of a prick, but I don't recall him ever losing before. And seeing as you outran him, you actually stand a chance at Paleo. Make some real coin.
Paleo? Never heard of it.
Fuck me, what a peasant. The Paleo's a race held at night in the city streets. Used to be every district sponsored a competitor. Things are different now. You're gonna race jockeys put forward by Bedlam and Reuven, but my coin's on you.
Fine, I'll race.
Lovely, colour me thrilled. Just don't bloody let me down, because I'm about to bet a small fortune on you. Go prepare. Drink some chamomile or whatever the fuck you do.
The Paleo is above all a race of honour. The winner doesn't just win a reward, he earns our respect as well. So, take your positions and get the fuck going.
Mierda, detectado como si me hubiera salido... Yo flipo, tío. Como si me hubiera salido del circuito y...
Arms for the poor.
Vaya.
Great fuck. Could have whittled myself a jockey out of...
Shit.
Tranquilo, hombre, que ha sido...
I'm fucking done here.
Pequeño fallo. Tranquilo, calmo, que... Hostia, es que vaya chominada, tío. Si no he salido nada. Un pelín de
But
la
finding me
calzada.
proved no simple task. For having fallen afoul of Novigrad's underworld bosses, I'd disappeared. Yet Geralt soon discovered my whereabouts, a cell in the dungeon of the Temple Guard. With the help of our friends, Geralt managed to free me. Good thing, too, for indeed I knew what had happened to Ciri. Sadly, she was no longer in Novigrad. Pursued by bandits, then cornered by the Temple Guard, she had disappeared in a flash of light and a gust of heat. Where to? This I did not know.
Bueno. Ahora ya nos andaremos con más cuidado ahora. No veas tú. Que podría haber guardado en algún momento anterior a esto. Porque como se me borre el punto de control... O sea, si no gano ahora, creo que no tengo otro punto de guardado. Sin que habrá que andarse con cuidado. The polio. Buah. Madre mía. No veas.
The palio is above all a race of honor. The winner doesn't just win a reward, he earns our respect as well. So, take your positions and get the fuck going. Hiya!
Yo me parto, tío. A ver. Pero qué asco, tío. Pues si he tocado... o sea, que aún me ha perjudicado a mí.
Great. Shit. Oh, you sure fuck. Tim! I'm fucking done here. Stay.
Vaya tela. Ah, no, todavía lo tengo. Uf. Hostia puta, tío, pero es que vaya tela. Si he chocado con la madera, que era una recta, o sea que era imposible haber recortado ahí o...
But finding me proved no simple task. For having fallen afoul of Novigrad's underworld bosses, I'd disappeared. Yet Geralt soon discovered my whereabouts, a cell in the dungeon of the Temple Guard. With the help of our friends, Geralt managed to free me. Good thing, too, for indeed I knew what had happened to Ciri. Sadly, she was no longer in Novigrad. Pursued by bandits, then cornered by the Temple Guard, she had disappeared in a flash of light and a gust of heat. Where to? This I did not know.
Vaya tela.
The palio is above all a race of honour. The winner doesn't just win a reward, he earns our respect as well. So, take your positions.
Corro solo ahora. Solo hay caballos. No hay jinetes. Bueno, a ver, con pies de plomo.
Not so fast, Roach. Come on.
Ahora me dejan correr solo, tú. No sé. Adelante no tengo a nadie. Detrás. ¿Qué ha pasado? Pero se habrán bugueado los otros jinetes o algo raro. Están ahí. Los caballos aún están ahí, tú, en la salida. Bueno, mira.
Give us a kiss, Geralt. No? Then I'll smooch that roach of yours. That were lovely.
And my pay?
Take it, you cheeky bastard. Never met a man who earned his coin fairer than you did today.
Temple Guard, scatter!
We gotta get the fuck out of here. Thanks, Geralt.
¿Y ahora qué pasa aquí? Combate. tendría que luchar yo. Bueno. Pues nada, que se maten entre ellos. Vale, ya que nos quedaría el torneo del pasiflora, pero iremos a Skellige, que todavía tenemos que conseguir más cartas. DLC, Skellige. Lambert está en Skellige. Contratos de brujo. Bueno, podríamos completar este. Vamos a hacer esto. Ah, vale, la de los enanos del otro día. Joder, nivel 86, tú. Ah, fuera de aquí. Ya volveremos aquí, ahora mismo. Ahora mismo me revientan.
That's it, Roach.
So this is the haunted house. Whole building shaking, but a specter would have attacked me already. Inhabitant clearly left in a hurry.
Dimension of the Spheres. No, a ver, calla que no. Esta sí que no me acuerdo de nada. Pero no sé, tiene pinta de un troll o un elemental o un salma.
There's something in there.
Algo gordo.
Scattered salt. Probably to drive ghosts away. Pointless superstition. Wall seems a little thin.
Really big.
No one's been here in a while.
¿Esto de aquí abajo es agua? ¿O...
Looks like a journal.
El elementalista, o sea, seguramente será un elemental.
Not the root of any ordinary plant. Must be magic. And elemental. Pretty powerful, too. Gotta go deeper. Need to open the passage somehow. Something clicked. To break its magic bonds. A few days more and it would have wreaked havoc all around. Ceiling would have caved in if not for this support.
Vamos a prepararnos ya porque... Mira, capucha de sacabuches. Sabía que te la daba esto. Hostia, no es mala, Pero esta tiene experiencia, desmembrar. Vaya que ya está, no hay nada. Está, no se ha caído. Ya está, lo veo raro que no haya nada más. Este estaba en el esturión de oro, ¿no? O en el Martín Pesca. El esturión de oro. Martín Pescador es el otro. Es del teatro.
Reuben takes a cut, Cleaver takes a cut. How's a man to turn a profit?
Ah.
Ah, no, sí que es el Martín Pesca.
What was it happened to Faltist again?
Inferior, joder. Ah, está aquí debajo de la escalera. Será un nota,
Yes?
sábelo todo.
House shouldn't give you any more trouble. A little renovation and it should be fit for you to move into.
Truly? Why, the estate's price just spiked sharply. What precisely was the problem?
Earth elemental trapped in the cellar. It was just trying to get out. Almost demolished the house in the effort.
Far more interesting than a ghost, that's certain. The cellar you mentioned, is it in a state to be furnished?
Hard to say.
Oh, we should see. Ah, your bounty. There you are. And farewell.
It
Why me?
Back again, Rivian Trap.
Mendigo review, dices. Ah, espera, te meto un castañazo. Ya, ahora sí que nos quedan ya poca cosa que hacer aquí. Quedan solo ya 3 mutaciones, ¿eh? Esta. Esta y la otra. Bueno.
My wife's mum's an old succubus.
Pues ya lo vamos dejando aquí. Luego ya en el siguiente vídeo ya vamos a Skellige. Bueno, haremos el siguiente vídeo, empezaremos por este y luego ya sí que vamos a Skellige. Porque las búsquedas es que ya te van saliendo solas, que ya son. Aparte, muchas son de Kaer Morhen, de Skellige, Novigrado sí tenemos algo, pero bueno, haciendo los interrogantes te lo vas encontrando. Nada, nos vemos en el siguiente vídeo. Venga, señores, gracias. Farewell.